Hey guys, I just wanted to go over a couple of tips and tricks for when you're counting your macros and keeping track of your meals. So, trick number one is make sure you're reading the nutritional facts on it. All right, nutritional facts is going to be right here. You want to make sure you're looking for all the food allergies. So, we're probably staying away from gluten, dairy, soy, and whatever else you may be having an allergy to, or whether we're figuring that out right now. You want to keep it as less of ingredients and as organic as possible. Okay, if you can't read all the stuff that's on it, let's try and stay kind of far away from it. The other thing you want to think about is when you're looking at the nutrition facts, it'll say on here serving size. Okay, it'll say a tablespoon equals 32 grams. So make sure that when you're doing a tablespoon, you're following those directions. So if you're doing 1 tablespoon, you're only doing half of the 32 grams. So that's when you need to make sure that you are tracking with a scale. So if you don't have a scale, you need to go get one, a food scale. This is the only way that we can really see transformation. All right, so you're gonna be weighing everything out. When you weigh everything out, you wanna mostly weigh in grams. When you weigh out your meats, you wanna weigh them out in ounces, okay? Everything that you weigh out, you're gonna be weighing out after you cook it. So if you're cooking rice, make sure you weigh it out after cooking, okay? When you're making meats, after cooking. Easy way to really keep that in track is when you cook your meats or cook your vegetables and your carbs, say rice or whatever carb that may be, separately. Or just try and weigh it out as separate as possible. That way you can get as close to your numbers as possible. One other thing is if you are supplementing some of your meat with vegan meat, you want to make sure that when you look at the nutrition facts, it actually, they are much more high in fats. So if you're going to be doing that, you're not going to be wanting to add a lot of fats in your diet. For instance, the Beyond Burger right here, it is a total fats of 18 grams per burger, okay? While you're only getting 20 grams of protein. So if you're doing a lot of vegan meat, you don't want to be adding pretty much any other fats in your diet, such as almond butter or avocados, that kind of stuff. So just be aware of that. If you want something like a nice treat, there's awesome Halo Top ice cream, and it is low calories. If you're dairy-free, gluten-free, soy-free, they have special labels on the top of these, and just make sure you look for that special label on the top. It's made from coconut milk, so these are amazing. And guess what the nutrition facts is? For an entire one of these, all right, an entire pint, it's only 16 grams of fat, 59 grams of carbs, and 13 grams of protein. So check that versus another ice cream and see how great these facts are. So when you're trying to keep your macros in tune, just make sure that you're trying to look at the nutrition facts and look next to the one you might usually grab and see what the difference is in protein, carbs, and fats. So most important, you're checking all of the back, okay? The front lies. It's all in the back. Go for it. Some ways to get quick, easy meals in that you don't have to spend a lot of time cooking would be getting something like minute rice. Okay, minute rice is super easy, 5 minutes in the microwave, boom, you're done with your carbs. The other thing you can do is do a Costco run. Costco has some awesome stuff, and this is all gluten-free. And so just make sure you're checking the labels and make sure it's certified gluten-free. But you can just heat up chicken, make your 5-minute rice, and then maybe add some vegetables or some fats, healthy fats, and you are good. That is a solid meal. The other thing you can do is grab these Banza noodles. Banza noodles are amazing for making your pastas. If you love pasta, go ahead, grab these. They're 23 grams of protein because they're made from chickpeas, and they taste exactly the same. They're amazing, gluten-free, free of all these allergies. So grab these and just make sure when you are doing a pasta, you're looking at the sauce and you're adding that into your macros, okay? The other super easy way, a quick meal would be some overnight oats or maybe some overnight chia seed pudding if you can't have oats. So you can always look up recipes on Pinterest, but I'll also send you one for you to see. Another quick and easy way to get your protein in is doing some protein shakes. Those are amazing, super quick. You can have 1 to 2 a day just to get up your protein. And the easiest way to go about, if you're gonna be putting in some almond butter or maybe even some of the milk, is just putting the cup on the scale. So you put the cup on the scale, you push it to make sure it's in ounces on here, and then you just pour it in and it'll say 8 ounces on here, okay? The other thing you can do is you just grab your almond butter and say you need it in grams. So I don't want 32 grams, but I want half of that. So what I'm gonna do is change it to grams. Okay, so we're gonna do we're gonna place it inside here and it's gonna weigh it on the scale. So you're not guessing, you're not getting it on the spoon and just doing a whole lump and going way over the 32. Okay, so you're just gonna place it on the spoon and then drop it in and it's gonna weigh it down here. So that is a little trick for you. The other thing that people make a huge mistake on is licking the spoon after you put all the almond butter in and you just weighed it out, and now you just have a bunch left and you lick the spoon. Well, now that just went up on your fats. So make sure no licking the spoon.